It's another hectic day at Mute Records in London, England. Depeche Mode wants some more pocket change.
Right, so who's running Mute then?
You are, you globe-trotting mogul, by winning 120 minutes naked power grab contest. As president of Mute Records for a week, you'll fly to London to lunch with Depeche Mode and hang out with Alan Wilder producing Nights Are Ebb. Do the legendary Manchester club scene, then hightail it to Hamburg to watch Erasure Record and pop over to Paris to catch Inspiral Carpets.
Come and see us play in Paris.
You know you want it. Take it. Just have one of your lackeys send your name, address, age, and phone number on a postcard to 120 Minutes Naked Power Grab Contest, P.O. Box 899, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Into the future. Good into the good. 120 minutes.
Welcome to London and the third and final leg of MTV's 120 Minutes European Tour. Together with our Naked Power Grab contest winner Kirk Demerel, we'll be hanging out with Depeche Mode, Nights Are Ebb and Wire, checking out videos from Elvis Costello, Fishbone and Jesus Jones, and a whole bunch of brand new alternative music videos right here in the next 120 minutes on MTV.
120 minutes.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes and the world headquarters of Mute Records here in London, England, where our Naked Power Grab contest winner, Mr. Kirk Demerel, is hard at work as Mute president for a week.
Kirk, there's some papers for you to sign, and there's 3 things for you to do this afternoon. First, lunch with Depeche in half an hour. Then you're going up to the studio to see Nights Are Ebb, and Wire upstairs in the studio waiting.
Okay, thanks. Tell them I'll be up there in a little bit.
Okay, see ya.
Kirk, you seem kind of busy. Are you introducing any American-style management techniques?
Oh yeah, Dave, I fired everybody, or just about everybody. Kept Joe.
Well, you're going to have lunch with Depeche Mode. Mind if we tag along for some free food?
Sure.
Okay, right here, the latest video from Jesus Jones. This is International Bright Young Thing, kind of like Mr. Kirk Demerel. It's the third and final leg of the 120 Minutes European Tour. We're visiting with Mute Records in London, England, and our Naked Power Grab contest winner, Mr. Kirk Demerel, who's acting president for a week of Mute Records. Kirk, what's next on your schedule?
Oh, a lunch with Depeche Mode. We better hurry.
Sounds like my idea of a naked power lunch. Stay tuned.
120 minutes.
Welcome back. We're having a spot of luncheon with Martin Gore and Fletch of Depeche Mode. What was the most interesting delicacy you came across, food-wise, on your World Violation tour?
It's a bit of a blur, really. I remember the tour before. We played in Eastern Europe, and we forgot to change our rider, and we still had things on it like samosas, vegetable samosas, like an Indian dish, and they obviously didn't know what it was. Didn't have a clue what it was. We just got like a bunch of pastry with some vegetables, like, a packet of vegetables in the middle. That's thick. And we got them every night.
They were making the effort, at least. Was that real grueling, your World Violation tour? Was it a grueling experience, or has this tour thing come quite naturally now?
I think it's got easier over the years. We've got a sort of really smooth, efficient team now. So it's...
we looked after a bit better. Yeah.
Violator went double platinum in the States. Why do you think it was that album that really pushed you over the top?
It's hard to say.
Yeah, you can't put your finger on it.
No, I mean, I had a sort of a few good singles on it. I mean, it's you really can't tell. If you had this.
I think it's a culmination thing as well. You have to work at it. I think it could have been any one of the last 3 or 4 that just went over the edge, but it just happened to be this one.
Seems like you have a lot of support, especially in California. What do you think that is?
Beats me. I mean, again, we can't really again, we did a lot of concerts there early on in our career, but it's like the same in New York. I mean, California sort of homed in on us a bit earlier. Can't really tell, you know.
We're quite good at surfing. We always attract crowds on the beach.
It's an alternative marketing strategy. Just surf, you know, play fun. Right, well, let's have a look at the 5th video of Violator. This is Halo from Depeche Mode. Halo from Depeche Mode, the 5th video of Violator. Which was the most fun to shoot?
That was the least fun to shoot.
Why?
It was the last one, and it was by then it was during the tour, and we were totally whacked out, and sort of Anton, you know, just need you for 2 days, you know, the usual thing, you know. So
actually,
but actually was really pleased with that video in the end. You know, it sort of seemed to suit it. I don't know what was the best for us. I really enjoyed the silence.
Yeah.
Because it only required 15 minutes of our time.
Yeah. Well, the best for me, do you know about the Strange 2 compilation that came out? There's actually another.
Fill me in, Martin.
Well, there's another video apart from those 5 that you mentioned. I think it's 5 or 6. It was clean. And basically I just had to spend the afternoon kissing some girl in her underwear. That was about the best video I ever made.
An arduous task, I'm sure. Well, we're here with Depeche Mode in the offices of Mute Records in London, England. Stay tuned for the second 60 of 120 minutes, the 3rd leg of our European tour.
Into the future. 120 minutes.
Welcome back to 120 minutes, the 3rd leg of our European tour here in London, England, with Fletch and Martin Gore of Depeche Mode. What do you guys do on your time off, apart from having these good splash-up lunches?
Well, after the last tour, we decided to take a break for about a year, but we were teased out of retirement by being asked to do a track for the new Wim Wenders film. So we did that over about 3 or 4 days, and then now we're back for rest, possibly going to the studio at some point next year.
They'll be going to the studio.
They will, huh?
Yeah.
Kurt Demerol, of course, the president of Mute Records for a week.
We don't know it yet, but
Make us an offer. Make us an offer.
What are you going to make him do, Kurt?
a new album.
Yeah.
All remakes. No, I'm just kidding. It's a great list.
You were talking about an album a week and a tour every weekend a while ago, weren't you?
Isn't that the way it usually is?
These American-style management techniques.
Forcing it on us.
How do you guys relax? Like, what do you do on your time off?
Funny enough, it doesn't seem to be very relaxing, to be honest, no. Where we're just sort of like going out, sort of getting domesticated and stuff, you know. Having babies, dogs, and etc., you know.
Having babies?
Yeah, well, there's a few rumours.
Which will not be confirmed at this point, right? Okay. How about a new Depeche Mode record? Got any plans for that?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to ask him. When do you need one out?
The end of the year, at Christmas time.
Well, he might be in trouble there. He might be in trouble.
No greatest hits, a real album this time.
Well, I don't think we're planning to go into the studio till January, at least, you know. Probably a bit later. And it all depends if he comes up with the songs or not, you know.
There's no box set thing still. A box set.
I think might be releasing some of our old, because over here, a lot of our early singles haven't been released on CD, so I think there's a plan to release them with a sort of a box set as well, so that should be quite good.
Call it Megaphone.
Why?
I just think
he's got a title.
Great title for it.
Daniel could be out of a job.
Let's take a look at an older Depeche Mode video. This is Behind the Wheel.
Toronto's 13 Engines with King of Saturday Night up next on your Sunday night alternative. Depeche Mode's Alan Wilder on what it's like producing Nights Are Ebb.
Minutes.
Welcome back to 120 Minutes and Conch Studios, where Nights Are Ebb are recording their new album. And Alan Wilder is one of the co-producers. Alan, is this the first time you've produced another band?
Yes, it is, yeah. I've done a couple of remix projects for people, but I've never
actually been involved in producing an album before.
And did Nights Are Ever approach you?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they insisted rather than approached. But we're good friends. They've toured with us quite a lot, and they're on the same label as us in England, Mute Records. So we got to know them very well, and we get along really well. So it wasn't, that problem had already been overcome before we started. So we knew that we'd be able to get along, and they just came to me and said, we'd like you to do it, and explain their reasoning and whatever. And I thought it'd be interesting for me, and something I can learn from, as well as hopefully try and help them.
I know that you're actively involved in some of the Depeche Mode producing work too. Do you think Depeche have much in common musically with Nitzer?
The way we approach making music is quite similar. Once we get into the studio with electronics and what have you, and using a lot of synthesizers. But really, I think in the end, there's quite a big gap between the two groups, because the songs dictate the direction of the group in the end, and the way they write songs and the subject matters and whatever are very different to the way we in Depeche Mode write songs. So in the end, there's not that much similarity, I wouldn't have thought. There's a lot more aggressive Nights Are Ever stuff as well.
You got a lot more work to do on the Nitzer album?
Well, we've done most of it. We've done all the programming really, and we've recorded 3 songs at this stage, and we're on the schedule. Got another 6 songs to record, and then we'll mix a lot at the end. I think we've done the hard work, most of it, in that we've sort of bashed them all into shape.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the album. And here's an Orlando band called I Love You with Hang Straight Up, new on 120 Minutes.